I want to end all of these courses with my greatest injunction for healthcare workers, and that is to always be creating respect. And creating respect is not easy to do when you're dealing with all the personalities and conflicts in all the facilities, all the communities, all the hospitals, all the, there's so many personalities. And some of them are type A, and some of them are bossy, and some of them are inconsistent, and some inconsiderate. Some people are in their absolute STS, and they don't have the mind and the brain and the emotions to be able to regulate a really healthy relationship with you, one that's free of conflict and really focuses on resolutions and solutions, compassion, kindness, and empathy. Those take a lot of energy. Resolution, conflict resolution, solutions take the ability to think. The ability to reason, to communicate means you have to be able to listen, understand where the other person's coming from, as well as express yourself without being offensive. That takes a whole lot of energy to do well. People get really bossy, really short, really frustrated when they're highly intensely stressed, overwhelmed. And sometimes that's just the way people do it. So you're working in environments where people are often short tempered and are at the edge of their breaking point as well. And then you are too. So you're not in your most optimal state either. Now, sometimes everybody's very compatible and wonderful with each other, though sometimes they're great. So, therefore, the injunction of this last message to you is to always try to create respect, even under situations where the other person isn't creating respect, to help you remember, create respect for myself and for the other. May also help you remember that when another person isn't doing it towards you, that you don't fall into their crash, into their inadequacies, into their shortcomings, into their overwhelm, into their frustration, and you can stay as centered as possible. Now, creating respect does not mean you become a martyr. It does not mean that you take on anybody's shame or guilt. It doesn't mean that you own more responsibility than is yours. Creating respect is really about being clear that you want to show up to be the best you can be and not pushed beyond your ability to be your best. But let me read you some of the injunctions that come from the book Recovery After Trauma Work for Healthcare Workers, so that you understand what create respect means. And I'm going to read it to you. We want you in this course and in your life to become able to be celebratory for your successes and your triumphs. Celebrate your successes. We want you to be able to be realistic about losses, failures, and mistakes so you don't have to get tangled up in lying to yourself or dodging reality or pretending. You want to show up for being clear. So realistic about losses, failures, and mistakes. The third letter, which is an E of create, is be easy with yourself and others when easiness soothes. And easiness doesn't always soothe, but you want to be moving and flowing with the easiest approach to something that's effective, as opposed to making things really complex and convoluted for you and for others. And this, of course, is in all your relationships, especially your relationship with yourself. And then the A of create is accepting of your human limitations and failures. Kind of says it all right there. You know you aren't God, and you know you're not the answer to everybody's problems, and you know that you can't go on ad infinitum. You're a limited human being. You have needs. You have to accept that. The T of create is be tenacious even when success seems far fetched. And I want to just add to this that when you're tenacious, you do push and you do strive and you do push yourself with that grit, but not to the point of breaking, just to the point of inspiring yourself to keep trying even when you feel like it's like stopping. If you can try, you will feel better about at least trying. However, remember in creating respect, you don't push yourself way beyond your beyond point. The E of create is be enthusiastic about your ability to recover fully. I've got this. I've got this website. I've got this book. I've got my friends and family on board. I've got this clarity. I've got this Carol Francis is a resource. I've got this. I can recover. I'm going to be enthusiastic about what recovery is going to look like, and it's going to be better than the life I had before because I'm going to be wiser and smarter and more regulated and more aware of the things I need to take into account as I'm working in this very tough field. So that's the word create. Now, the word respect. Respectful for your efforts to be helpful. In other words, will you please say thank you to yourself for all that you're doing? Because I want to say thankful for you. Every member of my family owes their life to at least one healthcare worker. Every member of my family is grateful to their healthcare worker, the healthcare workers that helped them through tough moments in their life. You have a tremendous impact on people and their families and their extended friends. You just have no way of knowing the ripple effect that you start. And if you do, then thank you, because I want you to be respectful for your efforts to be helpful. The E of respect is energetically growing your health, peace, and love, which has been what these courses have all been about, making sure your health, your peacefulness, and your abilities to love is in place. The S on respect is be sympathetic toward others, their losses, their confusions, their fears, their overwhelms. P of respect is be purposeful when enriching your mind and skills as opposed to just random and not very effectively enriching yourself. There are lots of ways of wasting time and making you weaker than you are. There are lots of substances you can use that ultimately will crash you. So, be purposeful in what you use in your life and what you utilize to make yourself more enriched and better at living life the way that makes you feel good. Then the E of respect, the second one is be earnest about connecting with worthy people in your life. Those people you surround yourself with will have a tremendous impact on your ability to feel good about yourself. And if you're with people who tear you down or tear others down or really are bad news, it's just going to be an energy drain. Okay. The C of respect is be compassionate when you simply cannot do more. Be compassionate with yourself. I can't do more. It's okay. I can't do more. It's okay. Rest, recuperate, recover. Let other people know I can't. Be clear. Don't go beyond your capacity. That's when stupid mistakes are made. That's when bad decisions are made. That's when you go beyond your own ability to function well for yourself. So be very compassionate and tuned in to your own inability to go beyond and do more. And then finally, be tough when grit and resilience is needed to be activated, and be tough when you need to say no. I can't, because both of those require you to be tough. I thank you so much for joining me in this dialogue, kind of dialogue that you and I are having, although I don't know you face to face. Nonetheless, I I know many of you, and I thank many of you for what you've done in my family's and friends' lives and my life. And I want you to be thankful to yourself for what you're doing for yourself too. That's what we're here for. So contact me, call me, email me. You can talk to me or any of my team members, and you can also reach out through email and just let me know how you're doing. Okay, take care. Best to you. Be well and be safe. Bye. Those are the courses that are available for you on this website currently. And as we receive more feedback from you, more questions from your communities, your facilities, your organizations as to what sort of recovery issues and assistance they would like, we will continue to be adding courses that address those questions that come from all different angles. So always come back to this website to see what else has been added, and also always feel free to check in with the blogs, because the blogs are up-to-date research that's given to you, articles for you to read that help you really stay tuned up with different aspects of staying in your recovered zone, so to speak.